Huh. I think we're good, I think so. Let's double check. But yeah, this is it. Finally. Hello everyone, it's me, your favorite programmer that just refuses to be fixed, CodeErr. We're finally doing some DDLC again. Now this will be a short mod. A very short one, and I apologize for the fact that we're doing a short mod right now. But there is a reason for this. Multiple reasons, in fact. But I'll get to them in a second. First of all, Dark, hi, hello. Bored out of your mind? Well, I hope you're not too bored for a quick PSA. Earlier than early, hello Debbie! Had to arrive, when, of course, I mean, it's DDLC. Again though, it's gonna be a short mod, very short, we're gonna be done with this in one stream, and this stream will also likely be relatively short. So, I have no problem talking to you guys as much as you want, because, let's face it, this stream is gonna end up short no matter how much I talk to you. So first of all, let's talk about why I'm playing such a short mod after finally coming back to the DDLC. So, reason number one, main reason, being that, well, Christmas is coming soon and I kind of want to take some time off, and once I get into a longer DDLC mod, I feel like I'm gonna get sucked into it and really want to get back into it, and I can't do that during Christmas time because I'm just not gonna have the time to stream. So that's one reason why I'm doing a short mod. The other reason being that there are still other games I want to do. Like, for example, another visual novel, that being the new Danganronpa game. The summer camp. I finally got Danganronpa S. And now that well, technically it's Danganronpa Decadence, but it contains Danganronpa S, the ultimate summer camp. Now that it's finally arrived, I feel like we should be playing that soon. So what I will be doing during Christmas time when I have the time, I will likely just speed through the other games just in case, because you never know, Danganronpa S might be locked behind the other ones. And then we'll jump into that. So yeah. So those are the two main reasons as to why we're playing such a short mod today. Also, this will either be the final stream before I'm gonna take a few days off for Christmas, so that don't expect any videos, any streams, I mean. Don't expect any streams the coming weekend, because, you know, Christmas. But I might be able to squeeze in one more stream tomorrow. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. That's questionable. But there definitely won't be a Friday Night Funkin' stream this week, is what I'm trying to say. So there we go. Slow today, virus scan is needed. There was also needed a Christmas break for streaming. That is a thing. Now then, that's enough talk for now, I suppose. So I think we're gonna hit new game. We're gonna hit new game right now. My Christmas as well. Soon, but not much. Okay. Are you ready for a quick PSA about suicide? This is the shortest mod probably. Thank you, Debbie! You know how to use those points, I see. It's going to be a long weekend then. I'm sorry, but again, I do have other stuff to do outside of streaming. Sayori, more like, say you're dead. Hey, she ain't dying this time. This is a quick PSA. Also, welcome to the stream, first of all. You know, again, I can go on all the tangents I want today, simply because this stream is gonna end up short anyway. Because when I looked it up, it said this mod was about 30 minutes long, so yeah, even if I talk twice as long as I spent the time playing the game, this is still gonna be a very short stream. I agree. Okay, I could probably have, but read this time for literature with my points, but I've been screaming. And you know what? I honestly can't blame you. Hey, at least after I'm done playing this, I'm gonna have to write a new poem again. Because it's DDLC. Have you even tried to watch Arcade? I have not yet done that. My sincerest apologies.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sayori! and today I want to talk about an issue that's very important to me.
Sayori? Who are you talking to? I'm the Damn you! How dare you do this to me? That's twice. Again, I don't know why the global... I don't know why there's a way around the global cooldown. I'm fucking depressed, said Sayori. I mean, that is probably what this is gonna be about. I mean, this is... The mod is literally called Sayori Says No to Suicide. You deserve it. I mean, you're right about that, but still. Sayori, who are you talking to? I'm the only one here. I am not the only one here. We have the wonderful people in chat accompanying me. I think you got me a lot better at one time. Like, seriously, that one time I was seriously not expecting anything. That scream was, I think, the hardest I've ever been gotten. Another amazing show, but if you don't want to watch it, then it's not the end of the world. Again, I'd have to probably check it out at some point, maybe, I'm not sure. I still have so much... I haven't... Speaking of... Now I know this is again kind of a tangent, but remember how I started watching Madness Combat? Yeah, I haven't watched another episode of that in a really, 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 really long time. And it's not even that long of a series, like seriously, I could probably finish it in a few days if I really wanted to. And the only reason why I couldn't finish it in one day is because I started recording my reactions to that. Should I feel bad for all those people who wanted to see me watch more of that? I still need to keep it up, but right now I'm more focused on streaming than I am on recording. So, you know. Am I missing out? I guess. Ever watch Rent a Girlfriend? Super short. It's awesome though. I have not, but I've heard a little bit about it, and it seems like it could be fun.
I'm talking to all of you as at home, silly.
Guys, Sayori's talking to you.
You know, the people playing this mod.
Oh, never mind, she's talking to me. Never mind, you're playing along with me, so... Oh, we're breaking the fourth wall now?
Come on, Code, work with me here. Just pretend we're streaming a YouTube video or something.
Well, technically it's Twitch, not YouTube, but okay, sure. Sayori, wrong platform. Have a YouTube? Does this mean I can find the time I scared you? Probably. Should probably already be up there as an archive. But yeah. On YouTube is basically where I dump all the archives and sometimes some other stuff, like for example, the very occasional reactions I did. Which, yeah, basically my most popular video right now was me watching Murder Drones, which, I mean, Murder Drones is just awesome. But it almost feels like some cheap views. Oh well. It's going to be amazing, but absolute hot garbage, but they really did it good. Can't wait, season 2 in like 2 years. That's always the worst part about enjoying a show, having to wait for another season. Or maybe not even getting a new season at all, that's arguably even worse. Then again, if there's no next season, that usually means it ended on a pretty solid ending point. But yeah.
And you can be my cameraman. Except you are the camera.
Okay, whatever. Hi everybody. I awkwardly wave at myself. This feels weird.
It's not weird unless you make it weird.
Fine, but what are we doing here? Is this like a public service announcement or something? It is.
Yeah, but call it PSA. I want to sound more official.
Is that why you're wearing your school uniform in your bedroom?
Yeah, that. And because I can only do my special pose while in my uniform. This game has no art for this pose in my casual outfit.
Seems like a silly reason to me.
Maybe so, but I look cute when I pout like this, see?
You know, she has a point. She does have a point. Can we agree on that? And they Girlfriend Season 2, understandable. Didn't they announce Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2 recently? Really looking forward to that. Devil is a Part-Time was a really great show, and I'm happy that they're doing a second season. As far as I've heard, I didn't really check for official sources, sadly. But yeah. New chapters are terrible since the author was forced to go on, but I'd love season 2. Hey, even if it's bad, it's more content of an enjoyable show. Even if bad compared to the previous stuff. Sid! Sid, what's up? Oh my god, the gift sub, are you serious? No way. Thank you so much, and hi, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Ah, I appreciate it. And Dark, lucky you, you got the gift sub. Free access to the emotes, you know that, you know. Ah, again, thanks so much, Sid, really. Means a lot. 'Tis the season or something like that. I mean, 'tis the season, that is true, but... now it feels like Christmas came early. But not by a lot, like a few days. But again, thank you so much for that. And welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I left a little bit early on your previous stream. Did you manage to deliver all your presents successfully? I hope so. I hope everything went well. Just the season to do poetry. Yes, I will do that once the stream is over, because I know this DDLC, meaning that I have to write a poem, but... you know, stuff. Hell yeah, poetry, I guess, yeah. Ooh, I haven't written a poem in so long, this is gonna suck. But I will try.
Anyway, I get this thing started now. Today we're going to be talking about suicide. Yay! Such a fun, light-hearted topic, suicide, yay!
Our presents were delivered safe and sound. That is good to know. Because the last thing I remember before heading out was you missing a flower in one of the presents. Well, good to know everything worked out in the end. Your favorite topic, suicide? It's such a great conversation topic, I know. That doesn't seem like something to be happy about.
Sorry, I've just never done this before. I guess I'm a little excited.
Yes, suicide is something that you normally don't do multiple times, so I totally understand you not having done it before. What I do not understand is being excited about it necessarily, but okay. Okay then. Right at the end so you didn't miss anything. Okay. Well, at the very least, that worked out. God gave me a respawn. He won't for you. That it's not good for your body. But it's good for your mental health, as Yuri put it. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Ah, such a wonderful quote.
As you all know, the story of Doki Doki Literature Club deals with depression and suicide. And about halfway through the game, I kind of killed myself.
Whoa, spoiler! I'm sorry, I have to take this with humor. Can't blame me, right? Sayori, spoilers! Yeah, I know, I'm so in sync with this protagonist.
They've obviously already played the game, Code. Who would play a mod for a game who would play a mod for the game before they play the game it's based on? Sheesh. Anyway, that part of the story is really sad. And I guess it's one of the reasons people make mods for it. Because people want to save me. Thank you for that, it's super sweet of you. I'd give you all a big hug if I could.
And we'd all accept that big hug if we could.
I wasn't stuck here in this game mod.
Don't mind me. Who that? Who that? Who talking? Okay. First guess. Monica? I guess it could be her? Using mods before finishing the game. Skyrim and Fallout. But that doesn't work for visual novels quite as well, I'd assume. But yeah, glitch text, I'm assuming Monica.
Don't mind me. Don't mind. Oh, sorry, Monica.
Where did that voice come from?
That was Monica. She's my stage manager. This is an important issue for her, too. Yeah, I still feel bad about what I did to you, Sayori. I hope this helps make up for it. I told you it's okay, Monica, I forgive you. In fact, it's better this way, because it gives us the chance to help others. Because there's an important lesson to take away from playing the game. And that's how to handle it if you meet someone who is suicidal in real life. I mean, it's great that you want to save me, it's flattering, really. Even if I don't really deserve it.
Hey, come on, you totally deserve it. That is a point.
Oh, thanks.
Even if you're kind of a dummy.
Meanie?
Sayori sticks her tongue out at me. Now that's a sprite I don't think I remember from the OG game. Is that a new sprite? Is that a new sprite? I feel like that's a new sprite. Unless I'm just an idiot and never noticed.
Anyway, I'm hoping that you can all learn to deal with this kind of situation better. Because let's face it, the way Code handled it was, maybe not the world's greatest way to handle it.
Are you saying I sucked at it? Hey, as you all know, sucking, it's what I do best.
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
Anyway, Code means well and he was doing his best to be supportive in the only way he knows how, so I can forgive him for his mistakes. But I'm hoping we can all learn from that experience and do better.
Hey, I thought I did pretty good. We didn't. Is that me or you became really good at voice acting? I was never good and I still am not good at it. Even though I really wish I was. Would be amazing if I had a whole bunch of vocal range and could easily do many voices.
Sadly, I think I'm just not good enough for that.
But voice acting, that's a thing. And I think Debbie can agree, because we talked about this before, but voice acting seems like such a fun thing to be able to do properly and to get really into and possibly even do as a job or something if you ever got that good. Man, I wish. I wish.
Code, I want to be nice here. But remember that after I told you I've had depression my whole life, the first words out of your mouth were to tell me that I had betrayed our friendship, not by not telling you sooner. No offense, but that was kind of a crummy thing to say. Like, I just told you how I feel bad, and your first reaction was to try and make me feel worse?
Well, I don't know. It came out wrong. I didn't mean it that way. Voice acting is fun. It is. Although listening back to it, I cringe hard every time. I just felt bad that I didn't know sooner.
I know. Like I said, I know you mean well. But I had just finished telling you how worthless I feel and how hard it is to get out of bed in the morning. Would have been nice if you hadn't immediately started talking about your own feelings.
Okay, fine. But what about the other stuff I said? I said I would support you. I said that I would do everything I could so you wouldn't feel any more pain. That's gonna count for something, right? I should never try, should I? You totally can try, but be warned, if you record your attempts at voice acting and listen back to it, my best guess is you will cringe an incredible amount. That is just guaranteed, because most people, myself included, have a hard time listening back to their own voice as is already. But add stupid voices on top and it just feels so weird listening back to that.
Support is great, support is awesome. But as for the rest of it, well, that's not really how depression works. It's not something you can just cure, it's not something you can expect to go away. It's something that the depressed person has to manage day by day, finding ways not to let it affect them too much.
Oh crap, we got a clip. Might have to double check that in a second.
And just like anyone else, they have good days and bad days. Only the bad days are kind of extra bad. There are definitely things you can do to help, but you can't make yourself responsible for how the depressed person feels. You'll just burn yourself out. Might make you feel good or even heroic to say you'll make their pain go away forever, but it's just not realistic. Well...
Sorry, that is me. Well, how was I supposed to know that? Why am I sus? I'll check that after the stream. I can't watch my own clips in the middle of the stream. Or I could, just... Again... I should remind you guys, make as many clips as possible. Because once we hit the 2-year anniversary of the channel, I want to go back and watch all the clips that have been made during all that time. Just to look back on what happened on the channel so far. I think that could be really fun. Depends on what type of sucking. Oh, so that, yeah, that quote. Yes. Yes. That quote is fun.
Huh. You're lucky you're so cute.
What was that?
Nothing. It's okay that you didn't know code, but it's kind of extra reason to get me. It's okay that you didn't know code, but it's kind of extra reason to get me professional help. I mean, you said yourself that you didn't understand what I was feeling. So it was actually kind of dangerous for you to tell me that you knew what was best for me when you really had no clue. Don't make me depend on you to do the right thing if you have no idea what the right thing is. It might have made you feel good to say that, but you really should have sent me to someone who knows better.
Oh. When you put it that way, I guess you're right. Oh, I feel like crap now. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I don't mean to make you feel bad. This just means you have the chance to learn something new, and that's a good thing. Because learning is fun. Yay!
Okay. Great. Well, maybe you can help me understand something then? I mean, you said you were depressed. I thought that just meant you were sad. How was I supposed to know it was that serious?
I'm glad you asked that, Code. The answer is that there was a very important question you forgot to ask.
What's that?
Are you thinking of killing yourself?
Huh? Seriously?
Yep,
I'm just supposed to come out and say that.
that's right.
I don't know. I think it would have felt weird to ask you that.
Well, tough. Go ahead and feel weird. It's the first step in maybe saving someone's life.
So like, I'm just supposed to walk up to you and say, "Hey Sayori, how are you doing? Oh, by the way, are you thinking of killing yourself?"
Well, maybe not like that, but I'm sure you could have found a way to work it into the conversation. Like back when I was talking about to you about my depression. I was saying some pretty hard things about myself, like how worthless I am and how I felt like the bad world was punishing me. I even said that I felt like a spear was going through my heart.
I thought you were exaggerating.
Well, it's true that I could have been exaggerating. I know I do that a lot. But I also talked about how hard it is to do really basic things like get out of bed, make friends, or even eat. And come on, I love eating, you know that. These were all pretty strong clues that I could have been suicidal. So, any time during that conversation would have been a good time to ask.
Well, jeez, when you put it like that, I guess the signs were pretty obvious.
It's really okay, Code. I didn't mean to give you a hard time.
But I will. Where do you come from?
Oh, hi, Natsuki. Thanks for joining us.
Good to be here. Step aside for a second. Listen here, dumbass. Hey, best girl's taking center stage. Let's go. Oh, wait, the name for the third season. Yeah. Oh, disgrace to the UK. Oh no, someone can't remember autumn. Oh, how horrible. She said she likes you so much she wants to die. Like she actually literally said the words, "I want to die," and you still didn't get it. How freaking dense can you get? Okay, I get it. I screwed up. I'm sorry. Ha! You're lucky you're so cute. Oh! She said it! The thing is, if we say same to you, she'll beat the crap out of us. Let's face it, right? If we say same to you, she'll start beating the crap out of us, so let's better not. I am? Well, sort of. I mean, shut up. Well, I said what I came to say, so I'm gonna go now. Natsuki rushes out of the room, blushing furiously.
Okay, see you later, Natsuki.
Why is she here anyway? Is she part of the PSA?
She's been in my kitchen. She said she wanted to make cupcakes for afterward.
You mean you wanted her to make cupcakes?
Can't it be both? Let's just get back to the presentation.
Alright then. So, I should have asked if you were thinking of killing yourself. But what if you said no? Wouldn't that make things awkward?
Well, I see how that might be a bit embarrassing, but at least you would know the answer and then you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but what if you're lying?
It's still worth to ask because I might also have said yes. And then you would have been able to really help me. You see, there are two kinds of suicidal people in the world. Some who talk about it as a kind of cry for help, and some who never say anything and then just do it. It's really easy for the first kind to turn into the second if they don't get help. I told you about my depression, that was my cry for help. And, well, we all know what happened to me when I didn't get it.
This conversation is making me feel more and more guilty. I'm really sorry about that, Sayori. Sorry I let you kill yourself. Yikes. Good to see ya. Good to see you too. How are you doing? You're here to join us for a quick little PSA about suicide. How nice of you. How nice of you to join us for this. So be aware that the stuff said here is very much serious, even if they do have comedic elements too. This is still supposed to be a somewhat serious PSA. So, if you're here to join us for the ride, you're very much welcome. Would it be okay if, would this be a bad time to offer you a hug?
It's never a bad time for hugs.
Sayori steps forward into my arms. We stand like that, holding each other for a moment. It's almost as if I can feel forgiveness flowing from her, washing away the guilt that I feel.
Your hugs are so warm. Hey guys, more PSA, less PDA, please. Oh, right!
Sayori pulls away from me, looking a little flustered.
Okay, so where were we?
You were talking about a cry for help?
Oh yeah! The important thing to remember is that, believe it or not, a lot of people who are suicidal don't really want to kill themselves. They might feel bad and that they want to die, but they are still searching for reasons to keep going and looking for ways to feel better. But depression can really mess with their heads and stop them from thinking clearly. So having someone to help them get through the bad days can be a really good thing. There are a lot of different ideas out there of what's the best approach when talking to a suicidal person, but they all agree that the best thing is to figure out how likely the person is to actually do it. So today we're going to talk about the 7 questions of suicide protocol that the author of this mod learned in college.
Who's that?
Some guy named Noose.
Are you sure we can trust this guy? Yeah, are we sure we can trust the mod creator in this? Understandable. Watching Christmas movies is very much understandable. I mean, as we said before, 'tis the season, you know? And which is why I will be taking a few days off from streaming. But again, be assured I will try to see if I can squeeze in another stream tomorrow, but there are no guarantees. But I really want to grab every chance I can get to do another part of Pokemon, you know? I want to get through that game eventually. But yeah, are you sure we can trust this guy?
Give him a break, Code. He's just writing what he knows. He's doing the best he can, just like anyone else. That's all we can ask of anybody, really. Anyway, for this next part, I'm bringing my assistant, Yuri, to talk about suicide protocol. Oh, is it my turn to come in now? Yeah, come stand over here. Very well. Oh, hello, everyone. Am I supposed to look at Code while I'm talking? Yeah, that's right. Just pretend he's a camera. Okay, I just don't want to seem rude or anything. It's good to see you again, Code. I hope this isn't awkward for you, having to stare at you like this.
It's alright, this is probably a little awkward for all of us. Yup. Gonna see my mom for the first time in a year on Christmas Day, not looking forward to it. You can make it through that, even if your relationship's not the best right now. The rest of Christmas I'm excited for, and I'm hoping for snow too. Yeah, let's hope for a white Christmas finally. It happens so rarely. It happens so rarely that you actually get a white Christmas. Kind of sad. Oh well, but what can you do? But I'm sure you will make it through that day. I'm sure you'll make it through that day somehow, Debbie. I have faith in you. Complete and utter faith. Well, I'm not gonna reach up and grab anyone's popcorn. You have an entire group of people there. Why do you call out to me for help?
Thank you for understanding. I just don't want to seem creepy or anything like that. After all, I'm not staring at you because I think you're cute. Which isn't to say you're not cute. I don't mean to insult you either. I mean, you are cute, but that's not the reason I'm looking at you. What I meant to say is I'm only looking at you for pragmatic reasons. For the PSA, that's all. Oh dear, I'm making it worse. It's okay, Yuri, really. Just remember what we talked about. Just keep taking deep breaths and focus on what you came here to say, and you'll be alright. Okay, right. Keep breathing. Well, as Yuri said, I'll be sharing the 7 questions of suicide protocol. Of course, Sayori already shared the first and most important question. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Without asking that, the rest of this discussion is moot, so make sure to ask it first. Can we get it up on the screen?
Oh hey, thank you.
Thanks, Monica. No problem.
I didn't know you could do that. Well, first Christmas with presents from mom and dad separately. Double presents, let's go! I mean, gotta see the positives in everything, right? Gotta see the positives where you can. Did you know that steampunk was science fiction? I know what steampunk is. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Oh, I've got an idea. For the next one, see if you can time it so it appears when I raise my hand. Moving on to the next question to ask is, have you tried to kill yourself before? This is important information because if they tried it once, they might try it again. Next is, do you have a plan for killing yourself? It's one thing to just have passing thoughts about suicide, but if they have a plan for it, it's a lot more worrying. Next, this one goes a little with question 3. Do you have a means of killing yourself? If they have a way of committing suicide readily available to them, it makes it more likely that they'll go through with it. See if you can keep them away from it if you can. It's not healthy to have that kind of temptation around. Next, is there someone you can turn to for help? This can be a friend, family member, a favorite teacher, mentor, or whomever. Just someone they feel comfortable with that can help stop them from killing themselves. Yeah! Social support is so important for depressed people. I know very well there's nothing worse than being alone with my thoughts. Letting the bad thoughts go around and around in my head just gives them a chance to make themselves worse. Indeed, having someone around the depressed person that the depressed person trusts and that they have positive experiences with can really lift their mood.
Science fiction, I thought it was just German engineering, my bad. Monsterheim, yes. The best in the world. Sekaiichi! Yes. Anyway, moving on from that. Gotta fit in a JoJo reference every once in a while, right?
Next question is, would you consider seeking medical help?
What? Did she just do a Monica pose? Did Sayori just do the lean forward Monica pose? Did I see that correctly? I must be imagining things.
There are a lot of possible causes for depression. Sometimes it's triggered by a tragic event in a person's life, like a death in the family. Or maybe just difficult life circumstances. But a lot of the time it's simply chemical imbalances of the brain. And in that case, there are a lot of medications to choose from that can help with that. So it could be a big help to talk to their doctor about what their options are. Even if they decide not to take medication, any doctor will be able to recommend a therapist or a counselor to talk to who might be able to help them in other ways. They can also just walk into any hospital emergency room. if they tell someone working there that they're thinking of killing themselves, the hospital staff will take it seriously and get them some help. And finally, the last question: would you like me to call someone for you?
I'm sorry, but did Sayori just I mean, did Sayori just try to dab? Sayori, the Monica pose was one thing, but trying to hit a dab? What is wrong with you, Sayori? I mean, I know you're a bit of an airhead, but wow. I am sincerely disappointed.
You call depends a lot on the situation and also on the answers to the other questions. Sometimes someone who is in a crisis might not feel up to calling for help, and they might need you for that. Whether that's calling a friend, calling their doctor, or calling an ambulance. I think I'm done now.
That's great, Yuri. Thanks for the help.
Right. Thank you for your time, everyone. Have a good day.
So that's it. Those are the 7 questions. My throat is slightly drying out now, so let's see how long this mod lasts.
Seems like a lot to remember. Also, if you see somebody dying, suicide and taken care of, because we all need to be well and cared and blessed. Happy New Year! A bit early for that, but yeah. You know, maybe I can get in another stream between Christmas and New Year's. Maybe I can fit in another stream in between that as well. In which case we can wish everyone a Happy New Year then, or you know, once the New Year has started. We'll see about it. And Oscar, hello, hi, how are you doing? And thank you so much for the host. It's appreciated. We're playing a short little mod. Oh my god. Guys, it's official. We have someone here who's been around for over a year at this point. A lot of people are approaching the 1 year follow age milestone, but the first person who has announced their presence, who's been a... Thank you. Thank you for screaming at me. That's 2 people. That's 2 people. Ha! Debbie, you feel bad? Other people have reached that milestone before you. Oh. Wow, it's really been over a year for some people, huh? It's really been over a year for some people already. How has it been this long? How has it been this long? Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the host and everything. And also thank you for sticking around for this long, despite the fact that all I do here is basically worthless content. But yeah, today we're, just for anyone who arrived right now, again, let me reiterate, this is a very short mod, which is basically just a PSA about suicide, with a little bit of a comedic DDLC twist to it every once in a while, with Sayori. So yeah. This is quality DDLC. But yeah, since it's a short mod, again, we will definitely, easily be able to finish today. And probably would already be done if I didn't go on tangents every now and then, because, again, the mod is supposed to be half an hour long. We're already past half an hour at this point, but that's because, you know, tangents. Hang on, we just got a raid. Elira plays? Thank you so much for the raid! Hello! Where's everyone coming from right now? Thank you! Thank you so much! Welcome to the stream! Welcome to the stream! You're joining us for a quick little PSA about suicide. Featuring Sayori. Hope your day's been great. How was your stream? How is everyone doing? Hold me, they are multiplying. Is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing? But yeah, anyway, welcome. Short mod today, but this is... Yes, me is Code and Rob. Rob, you're here. Wait. Hello? Rob, why are you here? You have no idea how glad I am that this stream is taking place. I guess I don't have an idea. But yeah, hi! Again, this is a short mod, Rob. I'm very sorry. I know you wanted me to see me play more DDLC, and this is a short mod that will easily finish today. don't worry, we'll play more DDLC mods, but the next thing I'm gonna pick up is probably gonna be another visual novel, that being Danganronpa S. But after that, I really want to do more DDLC, but I decided to do a short mod for the time being, just to bridge the gap a little bit, because it's been so long since I played DDLC, and I don't want to make this gap even longer, so I'm throwing in this short mod to slightly bridge the gap until we get into a little bit of a bigger mod, okay? I think that's fair. Question on screen, yes, 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 no, and definitely no. That is a big yikes. Even if you say, yeah, I mean, that's a joke, by the way, I would hope so. Because that, oh boy. In that case, you definitely would need to seek out some help. Date for the next visual novel stream? Not right now, sadly. Not right now, I am very sorry, but the thing is, once I'm done with this, then I'm gonna do Pokemon, then there's gonna be the break, and by the time that my break is over, there might be a big actually, no, I doubt it. But in case a big Genshin update comes out in the next couple of days, would you stop that for a second when I'm trying to explain stuff? But thanks. But if a big if a big Genshin update comes out, we'll have to play that too, so you know, stuff. But yeah, I will try to get to Danganronpa soon, and to get more DDLC mods done. I really like DDLC, and I feel really bad for not being able to play this game more, but I have so many other games on the list. And as I keep saying, we still need to go back to Life is Strange at some point. It's just so much, and I want to play all of that stuff, but I can't do everything at once. Spam emojis in your stream, in code stream. I mean, everyone can spam emojis if they so feel like it. We got the microphones. Okay, someone wants to. Oh yeah, again, apologies, because to anyone who's here because of Friday Night Funkin' stuff, that ain't happening this week, because Friday is definitely gonna be either the first or second day of my short little stream break, so yeah, no Friday Night Funkin' this week. I apologize to anyone who really cares about Friday Night Funkin', but it's gonna have to wait a bit longer. Life is Strange is the one where a brother and his younger brother went away because something happened, right? That's the second one, yes. I played the first one. The second one is that because, yeah, they thought that they killed a cop, because, you know, everyone thought that they killed a cop, so they had to run away because they're part of a minority, so naturally, not gonna end well. The first part was about someone who was able to time travel, basically. About a photographer. And the newest one is True Colors, which I don't know what kind of superpower is gonna be in there, but we'll see when we get there, which I don't know when we're gonna get there. Again, I'm sorry. Wow, that's been a bit of stalling, huh? But yeah.
Not really. The only important thing to remember here is that you're trying to figure out how likely they are to kill themselves. It doesn't matter if you do the questions out of order, or even if you don't ask all of them. Your goal is to make sure they're safe. Like, someone who has a plan and means is more likely to do it than someone who just had the idea, but didn't think it through any further. And someone who doesn't have anyone to turn to for help would also be really worrying. In that case, I would say not to leave them alone if possible, and to try to get them to see a doctor. And of course, question 1 should always go first. If you don't ask that, it doesn't make any sense to ask any others.
Also, thanks so much for the follow, Dalexsec 27301. Thank you so much for the follow. It's appreciated. If you want to see more DDLC, don't worry, that's coming in the future as well. But welcome to the stream. Again, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, it really does. It's kind of sad that I feel kind of bad for anyone joining this channel now before I take a few days off, because that means there's gonna be a little bit of a break. Then again, it's not like my content is so amazing that you'd really miss much. Still, thank you again. I'm gonna pick a very nice mod for next mod. I have no doubts I will give you a mod that makes me cry every time I boot it up. Tears of Joy. Looking forward to that then.
This is some pretty heavy stuff.
Well, like you said, it's important.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too heavy, so I'm gonna tell a joke. It's kind of a dirty joke.
Sayori? Really? A dirty joke from you? Oh, let's go. Here we go. Dirty joke from Sayori. Are you ready for this?
Uh-huh, here goes. Ahem. A white pony jumped into a mud puddle. It got dirty.
Good one, Sayori.
I knew you'd like it. Okay, so now that we've talked about how to deal with crisis, maybe we can move on to stuff that's a little lighter, like dealing with a today issue of depression.
To the Brokey mod, should I know about that? Give the name tomorrow because I forgot the name. Fuck, why she tricked us? I mean, the joke, the setup to the joke was her saying that it's a dirty joke. Because the pony got dirty. That was the joke. And it's... I mean, I guess that is... Yeah. But she did get us here. Have you played? I am not sure if you played the one I will give you. I have only played the ones I played on stream. And a little bit of Monica After Story. And that's it. So, in all likelihood, I have not played it. And the ones I played on stream so far, other than Sayori Says No to Suicide right now, are Blue Skies and World of Dreams Act 1. So, yeah.
As I said before, for someone who's depressed, the worst thing is being alone with their thoughts. Sometimes the best thing you can do for them is distract them from the bad feeling until they pass. You don't have to talk about their feelings or anything like that. Just spend time together, have a nice conversation, play some games. Even doing some household chores together can do the trick. Anything to keep their mind occupied so it doesn't spiral out of control into bad feelings. And if they're not in the mood to spend time together, there are other things you can suggest to them. Like exercise or going for a walk or reading a good book.
Suddenly I hear rapid footsteps coming up the stairs. Did someone say book? Ah, yes. If you're ever in trouble and you need help, just say the word book. And no matter where in the world you are, Yuri will come running. She just has an intrinsic sense. She just always knows if anyone says this word. Doesn't contain Monica Rob, but it's very nice. Ah. What kind of games? Ooh. Ah. I mean, Yuri is here, you know. You said Yuri earlier.
And here's Yuri again with book suggestions.
Hello again. The first book I'd like to recommend. Oh wait, do we have to worry about copyright issues or anything like that?
I think as long as you credit the authors, you're alright.
Very well. Since we're talking about mental health, I'd like to share my favorite book on cognitive behavioral therapy, Feeling Good by David Burns. As Sayori touched on earlier, depression causes a feedback loop in the brain where negative thoughts and feelings feed each other.
Okay. Everyone, if you're depressed, buy that book, I guess. Here's some sneaky little advertising. Is this a book ad? It totally is. It totally is. This entire mod is just a big ad.
This book teaches you techniques that help you break the cycle.
I hear more rapid footsteps coming up the stairs. Natsuki? Best girl, let's go! Hold on, you're not going on about that David Burns crap again, are you?
Natsuki, Dr. Burns is a respected expert in this field. His work is certainly not crap.
Yeah, whatever. I've heard that before. It still put me to sleep before I even finished chapter 1.
Well, maybe it will appeal to people who have longer attention spans than you.
You watch your mouth.
What are you going to suggest? Parfait Girls?
I'll have you know I have a serious book to suggest. It's called The Mindful Way Through Depression. It's got everything that Yuri's book has, but it's way more interesting. And controversy deal with meditation tracks and stuff?
Okay, but who's the author?
It's by a bunch of people, I forget.
Never mind, I'll do a search. Here it is. It's by Mark Williams, John Teasdale, Sindel Siegel, and John Kabat-Zinn.
Welcome to Butchering Names with Code. Joke's on you, I can't read. Yes, of course. Brilliant. Would be funny if David Burns made the mod. Sadly, the name of the mod creator has been dropped already, and it wasn't that. Though I have already forgotten, because names, my brain just can't comprehend them. Unless it gets repeated over and over and over again. For example, by having someone's name literally on top of the chat box. I'm a go. Why are you apologizing? You don't need to apologize for heading out. Everyone has, you know, not. You see, if you did that, you'd have something to apologize for. If you did that, you'd have something to apologize for. But again, I totally understand that. I mean, not everyone can stick around to the end of every single stream they watch. It's just, I understand that completely. I mean, I'm the same way. I can stick around for every stream till the very end. It just doesn't work like that. Got him. E. Yes. Such a wonderful letter. Am I one of Spamton's words right now? $4.99. Why be the little sponge who hates its $4.99 life when you can be a big shot? Yes. Yeah, that sounds right.
It is right. I know because that's the book I recommended to you, Natsuki.
You don't have to go bragging about that to everybody.
And you don't have to pretend you came up with it on your own. I only suggested it to you because you said that Feeling Good was too hard to read.
I didn't say it was too hard, you big jerk. I said it was boring. Burn should have called it Feeling Bored. Ha!
I don't like fighting, guys. Natsuki, we are trying to have a serious discussion about mental health. I wish you would show maturity.
Hang on, we got... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we have some new people. But that is not the case. Great, they have new links, so now they can't be detected as easily anymore. Now they can't be detected as easily anymore because they're using a different link now. How fun. I'm gonna have to change some stuff up, I guess. I'll get to that later. And I wish you would stop being so stuck up. Oh, look at me, I'm Yuri, blah blah blah. I'm so smart and beautiful and better than anyone else, blah blah blah. I'm sorry, Natsuki. I know that you want to be mocking Yuri right now, but that expression tells me something entirely different. And I'm not sure how I feel about Best Girl having this expression right now. I am not sure how to feel. Let me check. Yeah, no, I'm still not sure how I feel. Make me a mod, I will ban them. I usually have it automated, so that's why she's Best Girl. I mean, I guess so. Yikes.
You think I'm beautiful? Okay, that's enough, you two. Take your arguments downstairs.
Yeah, okay, we'll go. I feel like I'm in a relationship. I cannot say. I feel like I'm in a relationship. I cannot say. Yeah, best not to say anything, I guess. Hey, leave my little mushroom out of this. My tiny mushroom is none of your business. Quotes intensify. Yes, I am aware. Yeah, okay, we'll go.
Sorry about that, everyone. I've kind of lost my train of thought now. Oh, I know. Maybe this is a good time for a quiz. A test to see how well you would do in a real-life crisis situation. Take a good look at the suicide protocol list up there.
You okay? Excuse me, it's... If you're gonna take my quotes out of context, I at least want them to be correct. I said leave my tiny mushroom out of this. There you go. There you go. But if I'm gonna be made fun of for quotes taken out of context, I at least want them to be accurate as much as possible. You know, there has to be a certain quality to my humiliation. Bad memory. Yes, memory. BRB, alright then. So yeah, I see that list. What the heck was that?
Are those two still fighting downstairs? I'll check on them. Oh, well, the important thing is they aren't fighting anymore. They seem to have resolved their differences. That's good news. I'm glad to hear they're getting along. You could say that. Anyways, is the quiz ready, Monica? Just a second. Okay, I'm taking down the list now, no cheating.
Ooh, nothing but the best. But what are they doing right now? Can we talk about that for a second? They resolve their differences. Oh, I'm glad to see they're getting along. Yeah, you could say that. What's happening? I want to know. At the same time, I'm not sure I want to know. Nothing is not impossible. Look at me a whole day and you will see. Ozzy will be investigated for stalking. How nice. But I want to see what they're up to.
Alright, Code, let's roleplay this. I pretend to be a suicidal person and you try to help me.
Well, you don't need to pretend that much, Sayori.
I'm worthless and my life has no meaning and stuff. Okay, Code, what's the first thing you want to ask?
What's the first question? Do you have a... my life is worthless and has no meaning. Do you have a means of killing yourself? Are you thinking of killing yourself? Are you thinking of killing yourself?
Yes, next question.
Would you like a cupcake? You want a cupcake with that one? Are you thinking of killing yourself? Yes. Okay, would you like a cupcake with that one? This is just perfect, I know. Who's the best Stokey? Another valid question, but doesn't quite follow up as nicely as would you like a cupcake? How is this possible? She can't be pretending if she's already suicidal. To the cupcake, should I? Think about how it will make everyone feel if you're gone. Do you have a plan for this? Okay, I'm gonna... You know what? Just in case. Would you like a cupcake? Oh, you think of killing yourself? Would you like to have a cupcake? Would that change your mind? Or would that encourage you?
Yes, please! We should probably focus on more important questions, though. I mean, I love cupcakes, but we're trying to make sure I'm safe here.
What if it's a really, really good cupcake? Yeah, what if it's a really, really good cupcake, though?
Cupcakes won't keep me safe. Now let's move on, you're making me hungry.
Okay, the next thing we have to do... I love you. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Yes. Would you like a cupcake? Now you're making me hungry. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Yes. Would you like a cupcake? I love you. The perfect line of things to talk about. I'll take on your burdens and make sure you don't feel any more pain. You've betrayed our friendship. Another good one, I think. Oh my god. The fact that you turned down the cupcake. I think of killing yourself. Yes, would you like a cupcake? Turns down the cupcake. You've betrayed our friendship. How dare you do this to me? You betrayed my friendship. We need to choose it. Yes. How dare you turn down the cupcake? I hate you now. I love you too. Oh, not me. Hey, we all love each other here. Yeah, betrayed our friendship.
Really? Really? I already told you that's a crappy thing to say. Come on, I know you can do better than that.
Okay, I think let's get back on track. Let's actually get back on track. Do you have a means of killing yourself?
I sure do. I have a noose right here.
Perfect. You know what, actually? Scratch that. We're gonna go back. We're gonna choose purely wrong answers right now. I'm gonna go with I love you this time. We'll choose the wrong answers, then we go back to the beginning into a perfect run of this. I love you.
Oh. That isn't really... Well, maybe we can talk about that later, Code, but I think we should focus on the PSA for now.
Huh? That was just one of the options on the list.
What? You mean you didn't? Let's just do the next one.
I mean... Hang on, we can say I love you and then immediately follow up with you'll always be my dearest friend. What kind of logic is that? First saying I love you, then immediately follow up with as a friend. I love you, Sayori. As a friend. Ah, that would hurt. Ooh, but I think slapping her. You know what, we're gonna definitely do both here. But I just want to follow up I love you with you always be my dearest friend. I want to do that follow up. You'll always be my dearest friend.
Are you trying to be funny now? I mean, sure, that's a sweet thought, but that's not really what this quiz is about.
Okay, we'll go back now. Because we really need to slap her. That's the thing we wanted to do the most anyway, right? Okay, we'll do it. Perfection.
Ow! What the heck?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Sayori.
Why'd you do that?
It wasn't me, it was the player. I am the player, fool.
Why was that even an option? Monica? Sorry, I was distracted. I was keeping an eye on Yuri and Natsuki. These options were chosen from a sampling of other DDLC mods. There are at least 3 other mod authors who deal with your depressions violently. But it was still the player who made the choice. Is that so? Well, I've got one thing to say about that.
Oh shit, we're in trouble. To my defense, it was chat. It was chat. It was chat. It was totally chat. They urged me to do this. I did not want to, but chat said I should do it, so I did it. I'm very sorry, Sayori. This is not my fault. This is all on chat. Blame them.
You are a super duper meanie.
No, a super duper meanie. Oh, that hurts coming from Sayori.
But I forgive you. I don't know why you would think hitting me would be good for my depression, but as Monica says, I guess there are a lot of people out there who think so. I guess I can't blame you if you think that too.
You are so lucky, chat, that she's forgiving. That she's a very forgiving person. You're so lucky.
But please understand, if someone is depressed, then they are already hurting very badly, even if you can't see it. It doesn't help them if you hurt them even more. They need kindness, patience, and love. Please keep that in mind if this ever comes up in real life. That's all I have to say about that right now.
Oh my god! No, but I have to. But no, why? Why would you make me do this? Oh, this hurts. What else do we have? Thinking about how it will make everyone feel. I'll take on your burdens. Okay, those are pretty generic. Oh, but why would you make me do this? Why would you make me do this? I don't have a choice, okay? I mean, I'm practically being forced. Because one person told me to do it. Twice. This isn't on me, Sayori. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Sayori, look out.
Ah, Monica, help! What's going on in there?
Ow, what was that for?
I had to stop you from hurting Sayori. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me, it was the player.
Is that so? Huh. You're lucky you're so cute. But I think I'm going to have to say for violent options from now on.
Yeah, probably for the best. Because with the chat we have, it's only natural that everyone wants me to do this. And by everyone, I mean one person. Also, why does everyone keep commenting on how cute we are? Like, that's everyone. That was everyone. Monica was the last person to do so, but every single Doki has commented on how cute we were. Sweep the leg, next option. Okay, sweep the leg, let's go. Including yourself. Yes, maybe including myself. Maybe I should include myself, but I didn't have a choice, okay? I had to. I never would have done this. 100% less bacteria than a handshake. Of course, sweeping the leg is always, it always works. We already had You've Betrayed Our Friendship. Why is that even an option again? You're stupid for feeling that way. If we can't hurt her physically, we have to hurt her mentally. I even chose it before chat forced me to. I've become a horrible person. Oh no. Oh, and there's a clip. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for already following up on my request to make more clips. I really appreciate that. As I said, once we hit the 2-year anniversary, I really want to go back and watch a whole bunch of clips just to see what kind of crazy stuff happened. For the first anniversary stream, we watched highlights, which I basically stopped doing. But clips are also a valid option, if I do say so myself. Anyway, you're stupid for feeling that way, Sayori.
Huh? Oh, that made me feel sad for real. Listen, no one can help how they feel, okay? Seriously, don't ever insult or blame someone for feeling bad. All feelings are valid.
Well, there's the only option here we haven't chosen yet. Think about how it will make everyone feel if you're gone.
Huh. I know it's common for people to say stuff like this when talk of suicide comes up, but it's not very helpful. For one thing, it's just trying to make someone feel bad who already feels bad. Guilt isn't the best motivator, and besides, if someone is thinking of killing themselves, they've probably already thought about this. And they might be past caring about it. They don't need this kind of reminder.
Well, Monica also just cursed amazing. Why, thank you. I cringe at it every single time. But yes. Anyway, welcome. Monica said she disabled all the violent options, didn't she? Didn't Monica say she disabled all the violent options? Why is drop kicking her in here? Why is that a thing? Why can't we do this when Monica said she disabled the violent options? This doesn't make sense. Well, it's time to hurt Sayori. This has turned around very much. I cringe as well, don't worry. Who doesn't cringe, honestly, at hearing their own voice? Especially when doing other voices. 100% less bacteria than a handshake. I mean, that is the case, but Monica specifically said she disabled the violent options. Also, this turned around pretty quickly from PSA about suicide to how much can we hurt Sayori right now? Apparently not voice actors. I mean, I guess they're just used to it. But I'm almost willing to bet that even voice actors cringed at their own voice when they first heard it. I think every single person, or almost every single person, but most people, whenever they hear their voice for the first time, they don't have they pretty much don't have a positive reaction. That's what I think. Maybe that is just me. Oh well. It's 100% less bacteria than a handshake, so we might as well dropkick her. But the anime ones, like the big screamy boys we hear, would be cringing. Oh, I get that. Alright, Sayori, brace yourself.
No.
Okay, she did disable it. Just no. And her voice actor's Pog. Reminds me of the times I moaned on stream. Nah, I can't. I would never. Except for the times I actually did, and that was ooh, yikes, 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 big yikes. I'll take on your burdens. I think I'm gonna ask her how she's feeling today. How are you feeling today? Whoops. Okay, that just dropped. Anyway.
I'm feeling suicidally depressed, thanks for asking. That's not one of the suicide protocol questions though, so try again.
I did play Blue Skies, yes. Yes. One of the few mods I've played and it was absolutely amazing. Make someone more stressed because they are upset. You have to deal with it. Yeah. They would be upset. Okay, it's time to ask. It's time to finally ask, who is best Doki?
That's easy, the best girl is Monica. Really? Me? I thought you would at least choose yourself. You know, I don't think very highly of myself. What about all those terrible things I did to you? Well, I know you only did it because of your own rain clouds. I'll forgive you, and I still think you're pretty awesome. Oh, I'm touched, Sayori. But let's talk about this later. We're getting sidetracked. That question obviously had nothing to do with suicide protocol.
I mean, I guess. Sus. Again. Was you like last year or something? I mean, it has been far too long since I played Doki Doki. It has been far, far, far too long, and I want to play longer mods again, but this is we're playing the short mod to kind of bridge the gap in between proper long DDLC content. Fuck you, Sayori, it's Monica. Damn it. Said Monica because she said Monica. Of course. Alright, I think this is the only question we haven't asked that isn't a correct one, so let's go. Actually, it's not a question, but I'll take on your burdens and make sure you don't feel any more pain.
Well, that's really sweet of you to say, but we've talked about this. Everyone feels sad sometimes, everyone feels hurt sometimes. It's just not realistic to promise to take away someone's pain. And if you try, and they still feel hurt sometimes, it will just make you feel bad. And that doesn't help anybody.
Okay, fine, we'll get into the serious questions now. Would you consider seeking medical help?
I don't know. Isn't that for people with serious mental problems?
You said you're thinking of killing yourself. That's pretty serious.
Ah, okay, good thinking, Code. You're doing fine, keep it up.
We chose those before. Do you have a plan for killing yourself?
I'm gonna hang my...
Oh my god, my voice is dying. I feel so sorry about that.
I'm gonna hang myself from the light fixture in the ceiling. I know it'll support my weight because I tested it.
Sayori, that's kind of disturbing that you said that with a smile.
I'm just trying to keep things light. You're doing well, keep going.
However, using Genshin is going to be Huta's E for me. Well, I used a bunch of crowns already. I maxed out Klee, so Klee is triple crown for me. I think Jean is also already triple crown for me, if I'm not mistaken. The next person I'm gonna invest my crowns in is gonna be Zhongli once I get him, definitely. Now we chose Dearest Friend already. We can't do it again, we picked it already. We're not gonna double tap on stuff. Have you tried to kill yourself before? And hello Ivanov! How are you doing? Welcome to our PSA about suicide. You're welcome to join us for the ride.
Only once, but I wasn't very good at it. I mean, I succeeded, but it kind of sucked. You're doing great, keep going.
Okay, that's weird. Have you tried to kill yourself before? I mean, I'm not good at it, but I did succeed in doing it, so... what's your response to something like that? I mean, we know she did succeed because she died in the OG game, but imagine IRL, someone told you, yeah, I did try to kill myself before and I succeeded. That would be so weird. I mean, I guess it could work if the person did actually die, but they were brought back. Like, they were, like, doctors were able to bring them back in the end. Which is possible. I guess in that case, it could kind of count as a success. Oh well. You brought clay things? Well, I guess that means that you're getting to work again. Getting to work on more stuff. Well, fingers crossed it's gonna turn out amazing. Would you like me to call someone for you?
That's okay, I think I can call it myself, thank you. You're doing wonderful, keep going.
Do you have a means of killing yourself?
I sure do, I have a noose right here.
Sayori, why do you still have that? Sayori shrugs.
It's kind of just coded into the game, I guess. I can't seem to get rid of it. Maybe you can get rid of it for me.
I take the noose from her.
Thanks, Code. You're a sweetheart.
I'll take that noose from her so I can use it for myself. Steal her noose, use it yourself. This is a... I'm about to do what's called a pro gamer move.
You're doing splendid. You're doing splendiferous. I cannot read because I'm Sayori. I'm an airhead. You're doing splendiferous. Keep going.
Is there someone you can turn to for help?
I know you can count on my good friend Monica.
Isn't she the one who made you kill yourself that first time?
That's in the past. We don't need to worry about unimportant details now. You're doing a humongo fantastica terrific.
That's a word, I guess. Yeah, but I can always rely on Monica to help me through my depression. Monica be like, yeah, no, go ahead, do it, kill yourself. Okay, let's go.
And by that, I mean you got all of them. Yay! And now that the quiz is done, what are those two doing down there? I'm starting to get a little ticked off now. Natsuki, Yuri, you better not be making a mess down there.
It's nothing.
There's no damage, just a slight accident while baking the cupcakes.
Oh, you were baking, that's what you were doing. Also, Natsuki, how come Natsuki took off a layer and Yuri didn't? Why did Natsuki take off a layer? I'm not sure. My parents don't like Madness Combat. That helped me back for a day. Well, not everyone likes the same things, you know, that's understandable, I guess. I mean, I know for a fact that not everyone here, for example, likes ReZero, yet I'm a big fan of it. Everyone has their own preferences. But I guess if that held you back, then I guess they really, really, really didn't like it, huh? Yikes. But again, not everyone likes the same things, as sad as it is. Yuri, you're baking too?
Well, Natsuki's doing the baking, I'm just assisting.
Just not for me, exactly. Again, you don't... Something can be a good show, but you still don't have to like it. Something can be a good show without you having to like it, that's the thing. If you look at things, because you're always gonna look at stuff from your own personal point of view. Everyone has their preferences. Just because you don't like a show doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's not for you. Though sometimes it definitely can be bad. Sometimes you're just not liking stuff because it is objectively bad, but that is not always the case. I thought it was... What? Vent art? What? I'm sorry, I don't think I get that. Check the general channel on Discord. Can I do that once we get through this? That's cool, I didn't know you were into that. Normally I'm not, but I think it's important to try new things sometimes. For some reason this makes Natsuki giggle. What happened to Natsuki's blazer? Oh. It was hot next to the oven. Yes, so I took it off of her. I mean, she took it off. Obviously I played no part in the removal. Okay, what were you two really doing? Why was Monica talking about, oh yeah, them getting along is one way of phrasing it? That seemed very suspicious. And now we're talking about the fact that Yuri took off Natsuki's clothing. At least the blazer. Were you two really baking? Or were you doing something a little bit different? After Natsuki called you beautiful and everything, you know. We're gonna move on. Natsuki lost in the cupboard. It's just warm. Yeah, exactly. It's important to not overheat for medical reasons. You wouldn't want her to pass out. Now that she mentions it, I see that Natsuki and Yuri are both looking flushed. Must be really hot next to the oven. Yes.
Well, safety first, as they say. I'm glad you two are being responsible.
Yeah, that's us, the responsible ones. The responsible ones. Okay, got it.
I can't wait to see how the cupcakes turn out. Doing this PSA really makes me work up an appetite.
Everything makes you work up an everything makes you work up an appetite, Sayori. It's just what? Microwave? Probably something different than also producing microwave. Yes, that is... Yes! Let's go with this.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. There's a can of whipped cream in the fridge. That'll go well with the cupcakes.
Awesome. We'll definitely put that to use.
Will?
What was that wink and smile about? That wink and smile made me feel a certain way. And the fact that Yuri was questioning whether or not they'll put that to use. Okay, we're moving on from this topic. Natsuki takes Yuri's hand and drags her out of the room.
I just love seeing those two get along. It really warms my heart. It really warms something, alright?
Monica, please tell me what's happening. I want to see. Damn it. Monica, can we switch places for a second? Let me be the omnipotent being checking on everything.
So anyway, now that we all know better how to approach someone who's suffering from depression, I wanted to take a moment to talk about someone watching right now who may feel depressed themselves.
Sarah steps closer to me.
If you're anything like me, your brain is probably really mean to you. It's probably telling you all kinds of nasty things like you don't matter, or you're only a burden to your friends, or you'll never amount to anything whatsoever.
Now the burden to my friends part I don't really relate to too much, but the other points do sometimes hit a little bit too close to home, and I feel very bad about that, and I should probably just ignore the fact that some of the stuff actually does relate to some degree. So we're progressing this game now.
That's your depression lying to you. Your depression tries to kick you. It tries to make you think it's going to last forever.
I tried to kick you, Sayori.
Believe me, I know. I know that sometimes the rain clouds look so big you think they're never going to end. But that's not true. It gets better. I know it doesn't feel like it. I know your brain is telling you over and over and over again that it's never going to get better. But you have to do your best to overpower those lies your brain tells you. For me, I just cover everything with happy thoughts. In my mind, I just keep shouting those words over the noise in that my brain makes. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. And for a time, I actually do feel happy. I've also heard that some people just repeat the words "I like myself" over and over again, saying it helps them feel better. Maybe you have trouble saying those words to yourself. I know I do. But maybe just keep repeating them to yourself anyway. Maybe eventually you'll start to believe it. Because you deserve to be liked. You deserve to be loved. Even if you don't believe it. But what do I know, right? I'm just a silly little fictional anime girl on your screen. I'll tell you what I know. I know that you're real. I know that you matter. I know that you're going to get past this. And you're going to do amazing things. I know that I am so, so proud of you. And I love you.
Honestly, this was supposed to be a cute little PSA. I didn't want this to make me feel stuff. I wasn't expecting this to make me feel stuff. I will get distracted real quick by going over to chat for a second and catch a little bit of, catch my breath a bit. How would you censor Madness Combat 1? Madness Combat 1 is purely people getting slaughtered. There's nothing to censor, otherwise it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist without the slaughter. That's the whole thing about Madness Combat. Burden of course I am. That's why they left. That's why they left. Ooh. You know, I'd be lying if I said that I had really active contact with all of my friends. I do still have contact with a few of them, though I guess recently contact has been diminishing bit by bit and I only see them every once in a while. But I don't feel like I'm a burden necessarily. So at least that point doesn't apply to me, at least one. Also, I'm sorry to say that you're crying. We just had such a funny part. There was just such a funny moment earlier, and now this is happening. First, oh yeah, what could they be up to? And suddenly, hey, you had fun. How about some deep emotions for you? Have fun with those. Super Crooks on Netflix in English because the main voice actor I'm in love with. Understandable, I guess. Not that creepy, but it's got. So basically we turned this from a PSA overall of how to deal with someone who has depression to how do you yourself deal with the fact if you have depression. That's what's happening. This turned from a, yeah, this is how you can help depressed people, to a, by the way, if you're depressed, which you might be, do this. I'm honestly surprised that 2 out of the 3 points she mentioned in one text box do actually somewhat apply in my case. Which, let it be known, since the entire text box in its entirety didn't apply, we're good. The phone no longer replies. Isolation surrounds. I mean, isolation is a good thing right now, isn't it? But I guess not entirely. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But hey, if they left you like that, then that means they were never really true friends to begin with. If it makes you feel any better, which it may not. Honestly, I'm not sure if it makes you feel any better, because this is just a random community. You don't know anyone here personally. But if it makes you feel any better, just know that me and our little community here are gonna be here. Even if you feel like the people you knew before did kind of leave you, just know if you need someone to turn to, we're here. I know this probably doesn't mean as much, considering that this isn't exactly the same kind of thing as having personal relationships, but I like to think it's at least something. I know I'm definitely not going anywhere, and I am always happy to hear that. Once you enter this community, you cannot leave. That makes it sound more like a threat. But a heartwarming, welcoming threat. We're threatening you with kindness is what we're trying to say, okay? You're still talking to the player, right? Shh. Sayori puts her finger over my lips.
Don't ruin the moment, Code. I just don't want you to lose hope. It's going to be okay. Whatever it is you're going through, you'll get through it. Just hold on a little longer. Even the biggest rain clouds will blow away. And the sun will feel all the warmer for it. Everything is going to be okay.
Sayori steps back again.
Thank you for watching my PSA. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. Oh, we don't know. Is this a good time to come in?
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki enters with a tray of cupcakes, each with a smiley face drawn in whipped cream. Oh, thank God they did actually use whipped cream for the cupcakes and didn't use it all up for whatever else they were doing down there.
Cupcakes!
Go ahead and have some, everybody. You and I each take a cupcake. Sayori takes 2 and immediately starts devouring them. Whipped cream. They were actually baking. Yes, and nothing else. And Natsuki's fully clothed again, so we're happy to see that.
Those look like they're worth manifesting myself for. Ah! These things are in the way. That's better. So, would it be alright if I have one?
Monica, if you could manifest yourself this entire time, why didn't you? Okay, then I guess being an omnipotent being with no physical form would also have its advantages, I guess. What would you rather be? Omnipotent being with no physical form that can be basically in any place at once? Or be a near omnipotent being that has a physical form, but as such is kind of confined to being in one particular place at any given time? I feel like having a physical form does have its upsides, like, for example, you wouldn't be able to taste anything if you didn't have a physical form to eat anything with. And it would probably be a bit harder to converse with people if you didn't have a physical form. I mean, it's still possible, as we've seen, but still. Honestly, I think I would still like to keep a physical form. Have a physical form, I can function normally. Yeah. Plus, you can't do whatever it was Yuri and Natsuki were doing down there if you didn't have a physical form. There are quite a few things you'd be missing out on. Even if that means you can't be everywhere at once, you still have some degree of omnipotence if it's Monica's level, so you know. Yeah, right. Popularity is inevitable. Alienation will spread as viewer count rises. Well, now you say that. But I reached affiliate a long time ago. And in order to reach affiliate, I had to reach a viewer average of 3 people. My current viewer average for the past month, yes, I have an average per month. And every single month the viewer average is 3 point something. 3.1, 3.3 if I'm lucky. Sometimes it even goes below 3.0 to 2 point something. So now you say the viewer count rises, and it's true that the follower count is rising, but the viewer count is actually staying pretty average. Now on some streams, don't get me wrong, on some streams it's performing much better than usual. Like today we have actually 7 people watching, which I know I don't normally call out the number because that makes people leave. But the overall average usually stays pretty stagnant at around 3 people. So I don't really feel like there's any need to worry right now. At least there's no need to worry for the foreseeable future. I'm missing on these because PC Science class. I'm trying hard to add +1 viewer to the count. And you know, I do kind of appreciate that. You can't get it wrong. Honestly, the viewer count is what I care much more about than the follower count, because the follower count is such an arbitrary number, but what really matters is the people you can actually interact with and talk to, rather than the people who just drop a follow as a small act of kindness and then never show up. Don't get me wrong, I still appreciate those people as well. Every little bit of support helps. But those people who actually come here to watch the content, you're the real MVPs. You should know that. Just calling it out right now. Just calling it out how much I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope to be able to provide you with content worth your time, worth your while, because all I can do is struggle on stream, fail at everything I do miserably, and hope to make it somewhat entertaining at least. And that's about all I'm able to do.
Would it be alright if I...
Sorry, that's Monica.
Would it be alright if I have one?
A strange silence suddenly fills the room. There's an unmistakable tension in the air. You sure you don't want a protein bar instead? You've got a lot of nerve asking me for food after you tried to starve me.
I'm sorry.
Mental support right now? I am definitely not the kind of person you should be turning to for mental support because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Natsuki, be nice. We're friends here.
She's not my friend. I didn't make these cupcakes for her.
Come on, all we've got is each other. We have to stick together. Yuri, you're my vice president. Back me up here. I don't know. She's made me do some terrible things to myself. They're right, Sayori. I should just go. No, don't go. Natsuki's just grumpy. You know how she is.
Don't you dare try to speak for me.
It's alright, Monica. We can figure this out. There's nothing to figure out. You hurt them. I don't belong here. That's not true.
Sayori takes Monica's hand.
This is the only place you do belong. That's nice of you to say, but there's only one place I really want to be, and I can't go there. Not ever. You don't really know that, Monica. It could happen someday. Oh, don't be so naive, Sayori. We aren't going to be made real in the year 2029. That's just a stupid meme.
That's a meme? I missed out on a DDLC meme. How horrible. Then again, I guess I haven't been too active in the DDLC community, despite really liking the game. Very sad. Monica pulls her hand away from Sayori. Also, an air balloon carries away the boombox. The boombox grunt? Huh. Oh, you also haven't seen the meme? Okay then. I guess I'm not the only one. Don't look at the viewer count, don't look at the viewer count. Don't mention the viewer count, don't mention that it's in the double digits or everyone's gonna leave. Why? Hello everyone, welcome to the PSA stream. Monica pulls her hand away from Sayori.
Get this thing out of here.
Okay, sure, just put it over Yuri's face instead.
And even if that was true, everyone will have forgotten about Doki Doki Literature Club by that time. Yeah, I have to face the truth that I'm stuck here in a world where everyone hates me.
I will never forget about Doki Doki Literature Club. This game has had such an impact on me personally. It got me into writing poetry every now and then, which is something that is actually kind of fun, even if I suck. It's made such a big impact on the channel. And it's just an amazing game. Let's just talk about that. Let's just say it like that. You mentioned double digits and boom. It still says 10 for me. But then again, it does take a while for me to for it to update for me, so I will not forget. Yes. Never forget DDLC.
There's just nothing for me anywhere. Monica, are you thinking about killing yourself?
Are you seriously gonna do suicide protocol on Monica now?
Natsuki, shush.
Does everything have to be meta with her?
Natsuki, as your president, I order you to shut your cake hole. Now!
Okay then.
Monica? Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time. Are you saying you've tried to kill yourself before?
I mean, when she tried to... Actually, no, she didn't delete herself. Oh my god, it has a check mark up there. They're actually ticking the boxes now.
Sort of. I mean, I tried to delete the whole game, but I really only just disabled it. All the player had to do was delete the first run file and brought us all back. But I have a better idea of how things work now. Are you saying you have a way to do it now?
Monica nods.
Obviously, deleting my character file didn't actually get rid of me. I had to do some digging. My code was much deeper in the program than I thought. But I found it. I can remove myself at any time.
Do you...
I know what you're going to ask me next, Sayori. And no, I don't have anyone to turn to. I wanted
Tears are coming to Monica's eyes.
to be able to turn to the player, but I can't have any meaningful interactions with them. And getting medical help is pointless. The doctors and hospitals aren't real in this place. So there isn't anyone to call. I'm just very, very alone, and I'm tired of it.
Well, you can call me. I mean, you can talk to me. It would be silly to call when we're in the same room.
Why do you do this, Sayori? Like, what's the point? All of this is fake. It's all meaningless, and I'm sick of it. We're a work of fiction. We're trapped in a fictional world.
Code, what? What is it? What have I done?
None of it matters. The only thing that matters is out in the real world, out of our reach.
No, that's not true. The only thing that truly matters is friendship.
Do you know how corny that sounds?
Well, maybe I don't care if it sounds corny. Making friends in the literature club was the best thing that ever happened to me. And despite everything else you did, I'm going to be forever grateful to you for inviting me to join. And now that I'm president of the club, I want to return the favor and show how much our friendship means to me. You don't have to be alone, Monica. And you don't have to die. Feelings don't last forever. Feelings come and go all the time. Your sadness will go away. Even Natsuki's anger will go away. Just give it time. Don't let something you're feeling in one moment decide how your life ends.
Well, I don't condone your actions, Monica. Do these words have to be here?
Yeah.
Thank you. As I was saying, while I don't condone your actions, I can say that I understand what it's like to be alone.
You made me a poem. I may need another if get to develop my idea more. Hey, if you need another poem, you always know what to do. It's almost over. Ha. Well, Toad Crew, we're almost done here as well. The PSA is almost over as well. Probably, I'm guessing.
I can't say that I understand what it's like to be alone. I know how painful it can be, so I can sympathize with you at least.
Oh, come on, Yuri. You're really going to take Monica's side in this?
No, it's not about taking sides. It's just, I think I understand where Monica's coming from. And while I have to question if holding a grudge is worth possibly ending someone's life, perhaps we should welcome Monica back.
Yuri?
Natsuki, please. Why are y'all looking at me like that? Okay, fine, you know what? I don't actually care about what you did to me, Monica. I don't care that you half-starved me to death. I don't even care that you made me grovel at your feet for scraps of food while you laughed. What I do care about is that you hurt Yuri. I mean, she's a stuck-up jerk, but I still care about her. And she didn't deserve what you did to her. And when I walked in on her on festival day, and it was the worst thing I ever saw.
I'm really sorry. I don't know if it means anything to you, but I'm sorry. I just didn't think any of it mattered. I was desperate. I was alone and scared, and I didn't know what else to do.
Take a cupcake.
Huh?
Just quit your whining and I'll let you have one. Take a damn cupcake before I throw one at your head.
Monica slowly walks towards Natsuki and tentatively takes a cupcake from the tray. She speaks in a small voice.
Thank you.
Natsuki looks away and mumbles.
You're welcome.
Monica looks down at the cupcake in her hands. A smile slowly creeps over her face.
It looks so happy.
Sayori walks over to Monica and puts her hand on her shoulder. I hear her whisper.
Welcome back to the literature club.
More loudly she says,
Okay, everyone. Group hug, group hug. We haven't done one of these in a while.
Soon Monica's at the center of a group hug with the rest of us surrounding her. I hear sniffling sounds coming from her, and I think I hear a soft thank you. Once the hug breaks up, things seem a lot calmer, but there's still an awkward silence. How has... I've seen it already. Impacted you? How's what impacted me? I've seen it already? How has I've seen it already impacted you? What? What specifically do you mean? I'm sorry, my memory's hazy. Oh well. And of course, group hug, everyone. Don't forget the group hug. Come on, virtual hugs for everyone. Let's go. This is the moment. I should probably try to keep this things casual. So, Monica, if you don't mind my asking, I mean, it's probably a bit awkward to say this now, but did you used to be in the literature club or something?
What?
Oh my god, main character, you're dense. Of course the main character doesn't know because Monica didn't exist and stuff. Also that look. Monica, calm down. The main character is basically unaware. Apparently the main character is an idiot. But this is a face you don't want to see from a nigh omnipotent being. Well, Sayori said welcome back, so I just kind of figured. Horse, present. Child corpse. How that impacted me, I have to say how do I feel about that? That's a good question. Honestly, it's been in the back of my mind like, that's a thing that exists. It's weird, don't get me wrong. I can't say it's impacted me, I can't say it's really left an incredible impact on me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was an interesting experience, definitely. But definitely nowhere near as impactful as some of the other stuff I've seen, like for example this game. If that is what you're talking, if we're talking about the same thing right now, which I'm guessing we are. I try love, everyone is giving me strange looks.
Code, Monica used to be president of the club.
Huh? But I thought Sayori's always been the president.
Oh, jeez, I see what I did. When I reinserted myself into the game, I accidentally reset his character.
And that's freaking hilarious. You're saying he's even more dense than usual now?
Hey, come on! It's not my fault I've never met her before. You did say her name is Monica, right?
My gosh, this whole conversation must have been super confusing to you.
You can fix him, right?
Yeah, it's no problem. This'll only take a second.
I'll give you another cupcake if you leave him like this.
Not ski.
Oh, fine, never mind.
Here we go. That should do it. Do you remember me now, Code?
Oh, Monica, of course! Duh! I feel stupid for not remembering you a moment ago. Sorry about that. We were in the same class last year, right?
Well, we'll work on that.
It's progress, okay?
Monica, if you don't know how to fix him, just say so. Never mind, I'll do it. How do you feel now?
Okay, now I remember all the crazy stuff that Monica did. Thanks, Sayori. Monica, did you deliberately try not to have the main character remember that? To make yourself look better? Was that a deliberate move on your part?
No problem.
How did you do that?
I guess Sayori's just a fast learner. Faster than you are. Plus, technically, she is the president right now, so she should have more power than you, I'd imagine. Two more stocked up. Prey on default subs. Prey on default. Prey on default subs? Okay, now I'm very confused by that message. Prey on what? YouTube? Oh, YouTube default subs. I'm guessing. Is that what that is what that says? And he's gonna swim in the foundation of the house because it became so dense. Yes. I mean, we talked about this before, but the only reason all these girls are even interested in the main character is because he's so dense that he has his own gravitational pull that the girls just can't escape from. He's so dense that his gravitational pull is just what's keeping these girls interested in him. Because they can't get away, literally.
What? Like it's hard?
So, anyway, are we all good now? Things got pretty tense there for a while. Natsuki and Monica both look at each other. Yeah, I guess. On one condition.
Condition?
Don't touch my manga. You always mess it up.
Okay, deal. Ah, this is so sweet. And speaking of sweet, do you think maybe I could get a little more whipped cream on this cupcake? It has less than the others.
We kind of used up all the whipped cream.
What? But there was a full can of it in there. Well, we got hungry.
Yes, of course, you got hungry. That's what we're going for. First time chatter? I'll ask, what's weird to... I mean, it is kind of... I mean... Actually, there would be some kind of complications, and you'd have to check which character's route would be the shortest. And during the poem minigame, you kind of have to click as fast as possible to save time. Other than that, it's just skip dialogue, basically. But during the poem minigame, you'd have to click as fast as possible while getting the character whose character route is the shortest, I'm guessing. So I guess there is a bit of a skill level in there. But other than that, it's basically just abuse the skip text. But yeah, I guess that's in there. I already know that in its Natsuki. So the only real skill issue where the most time difference is gonna come in would be during the poem minigame. I guess it's also a bit of a luck factor, because if you're really lucky, you can just spam the same spot in the poem minigame and get the right character. So it's a bit of technically a lot of RNG. So, I guess it's viable. Never would have considered it though. Also, Thompson, welcome. First of all, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. But I mean, I guess I do kind of get what you're coming from. Well, you need to position your mouse for decisions. That is also true, but you can easily do that while the skip text is happening. You can easily position your mouse ahead of time, if you know where the decisions are coming up. But yeah, it does have a bit of gameplay, but it's mostly gonna be skip text. But it is technically, I guess, somewhat viable to speedrun. Somewhat. But definitely not the most interactive speedrun. I feel like it's probably gonna be very easy to optimize. Another point where you're probably gonna... It depends on what your setup is. Does the speedrun start the moment you boot up the game? Or can you already have had the game booted up and already be able to change some options around? In which case, if the speedrun only starts once you jump into the game, you can enable the skip unseen text right away. If that's not a thing, then the getting into the options, enabling skip unseen text and exiting out is also another thing where you could save time. But if we're talking about speedrunning from the moment you hit new game, then you can definitely, then that is another factor that goes out the window and makes it even more skip text. Alright, what else was going on? Calm your horny code. I will never calm my horny. It is just not possible. Right click on skip, ask if you want to instantly skip the next choice. That is another thing that happens, yeah. Not weird, but unusual, I guess so. Okay. So yeah, there's that. A bit unusual, but I guess it's viable. But interesting question you brought up there. Proceed? I shall proceed. Understood. On it.
well, we got hungry. And if you didn't eat it straight out the can, that would be kind of gross. They didn't eat it straight out of the can.
I'll give you another cupcake if you shut up right now.
Oh well. I guess as long as you enjoyed yourself, that's the most important thing.
Oh, enjoy themselves they did. Monica! Please give me a detailed description of what exactly they were doing. Feel pain. I can. Oh, don't do that. Maybe I should redo the round. Thanks for the talk, though. You're very much welcome. Also, thanks so much for the follow. It's appreciated. They used the cream, yeah. And they didn't eat it straight out of the can. And they did enjoy themselves. And last time they came up here, Natsuki wasn't even wearing all her clothing. They didn't have time to put her blazer back on in time. I honestly feel like they were doing some pretty indecent stuff down there, those two responsible ones. Don't say it! Don't you dare say it!
What? I didn't say anything. It was just a sneeze, that's all.
Ha!
They certainly did enjoy themselves.
There we go! That's it! This PSA is over. Turn off the camera, or I'll turn it off for you. But I'm the camera. How do you expect to turn off a person? Knock him out. Knock out the main character right this instant. You heard me.
Oh, I guess Natsuki's right. Bye everyone, thanks for watching.
There we go, that was the PSA. If you or someone you know is feeling suicidal, remember that help is available online. I'mAlive.org or over the phone. Every country has its own suicide prevention hotline. See the download notes file included with this mod for a list of them. You can download this mod yourself, by the way, if you're interested. Mod turned into 2 hours. That's the story of our 30-minute mod turned into 2 hours, yes. Thanks to the brave help of chat, we were able to stretch this out into a somewhat more reasonable stream. Thank you so much. Shit, they killed MC. Yup. Special thanks to the DDLC modding community for the additional art, including work by these talented individuals. All writing and coding by Tormuse, except Monica's animation, adapted from code by Terra. I am sorry. What's this? Sorry, what is just Monica? I had to check it, okay? Can you check the Discord general? Fine. You want me to download that so badly. Before we get into that, I guess I'll look into that real quick. We got a bunch of clips in here, I guess. I'll check that document just for a second. It's not loading. Why is it not loading? It's just showing me a blank screen if I open that up. I guess I'll should I download documents like that? I am not sure. Maybe I should not. Anyway, we're still not done. We're still not quite done yet. Be prepared. There's more Monica stuff.
You came back. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I didn't want to interrupt Sayori's presentation. She deserves the chance to be in the spotlight after all she's been through. But I was hoping to talk to you for a bit. So I thought it would be good to put myself as an optional extra. Sort of an Easter egg, you know? Anyway, I hope you're not still mad at me about what I did in the original game. But I figure if you click the button labeled just Monica, that must mean you wanted to see me again, right? I miss you. I hope that doesn't make me sound too clingy or anything. But the important thing is... Hi Monica, who are you talking to? Hi Sayori. Oh, is that the player? You found a way to talk to them without using code. That's really neat. Hello out there, player. I hope you're having a good day too. Sayori, I was kind of hoping to, Oh hey, I know. Let me show you a trick. Ha! A trick! Copy, paste. Ah! Where did that cupcake come from? It's easy, watch this. Paste, paste, paste. 3 more cupcakes. Oh, my gosh, this changes everything!
This would change everything. Imagine unlocking the ability to copy-paste. First of all, you'd become rich pretty easily. There's no way you wouldn't use that ability to become rich. I know I would. Yikes. Really? That's what your mind goes to right now? That's what your mind goes to. But this would change everything. Sus, I guess.
That'll keep her occupied for a while. Anyway, as I was saying, I just wanted you to know that I'm doing alright. I'm sorry you had to see me like that during the PSA. Some days are better than others, but the important thing is I'm surviving. I just have to take it one day at a time, you know. And having my friends around is a huge help. I wish we didn't have the screen between us. And this text box, well, maybe I can do something about one of them at least. That's a little better.
What a place to display the text. Guys, I'm just reading the text, okay? I am just reading the text. She did that on purpose. Really quiet after this went out. Catch up on chat. I missed the nomming, didn't I? I mean, there was stuff going on. I did... Or did I miss one of your messages? How... Oh, there we go. How much... NSFW... have in... How much NSFW have in you, Code? I mean, I have enough NSFW, I suppose. Enough. In my... I carry the power of NSFW in me. Deep inside me. Okay, moving on. Positioning, yes, I know, right? If I had the ability to duplicate items, I would just have self-controlling. I wouldn't have no self-control, get very fat. Same. Friendly chat. Chat is always friendly.
I think. Oh my. My eyes are up here.
I know your eyes are up there, but I have to read the text.
Oh, maybe I can adjust this. Testing. Okay, good. That probably ruined the moment. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is about as close as I can get to you. So don't wait for me, okay? I mean, I still love you, but I have to acknowledge that I've acted selfishly. And I'm learning now that love shouldn't mean I do anything to stop you from achieving your dreams. Your world is full of wonderful experiences for you to enjoy, so don't let me or anyone hold you back, okay? I'll be okay here with my friends, and I hope that wherever you are, whatever you do, you're happy. And well, I hope you think of me sometimes. But most importantly, I want you to know that I'm proud of how far you've come. And that I know you're going to do amazing things someday. And even if you don't, well, just keep trying anyway. Your life is what you make of it. Even if things seem tough, just see if you can find some happiness along the way. And maybe it'll make things a little easier. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. I wish you all the best. And now I should probably check on Sayori before she explodes from eating too many cupcakes.
Monica, I think I have a problem.
Oh, hi Sayori. Did you cause a cupcake avalanche or something?
Not exactly.
Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica.
What did you do?
Well, hey, now there's one for each of them. One of me for each of the girls. No more need for them to fight over me. Also no need for a harem ending. If every single Doki can just get one of me. Yes, this is it. God, no, people. No, positioning, yeah. Possibilities in my head right now. Possibilities, yes. Hello, Code. Hello, yes, greet all of me. We saw main character game. We saw main character game over. Oh no.
Copy paste. I guess you could say I made another kind of avalanche. How many of them are there? I don't think I can count that high.
Oh crap, there's more than one for each character. I was thinking, oh hey, 4, that's one for each Doki. Nope. Nope, there's more. Oh crap, where could this creamy avalanche? No, no, don't go there. But each girl can get as many of me as they like. Duped code for $9.99, yes.
Why would you do such a thing, Sayori? Well, because code is awesome. So obviously extra codes would be extra awesome.
You'll always be our dearest friend. Oh. 4 times the friend zone. Right now there are 5 on screen. I guess if... Yeah, true. I'm here too, I guess. Every hole shall be... You're really going there, aren't you? We were all thinking it, but you had to say it. You just had to say it. Which code are you norming on? There's too many to count. Just don't norm on me. Norm on any of them.
No, what kind of monstrosity have I created? Maybe there's such a thing as too much awesome. It's alright, Sayori, we'll fix this. Just in the future, maybe. Remember, with great presidential power comes great presidential responsibility. Okay, I'll be more careful next time. Sorry if I ruined your moment with the player. Oh, that's okay. I think we were done anyway. In fact, I think that's enough for this Easter egg. Okay, bye everyone. See you in the next mod.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm norming on you. No, not me. By the way, the friend zone is also the faster option. Worst part of the run. Yeah, because for the I love you, you get that transition into the extra artwork with the hug and everything. I feel like that alone already takes up a bit of extra time, so... Yeah, I get that. So you have to friend zone for the best time. In order to save some time here, friend zone your childhood friend to make sure she kills herself even quicker than before. That way you can save some time on the dialogue, and when she hangs herself, you can just immediately exit out of the game, because the repeated text of it's I can't go back is completely optional. You can just exit out of the game, and once you exit to the menu, you're already safe to go back into Act 2. Quick little thing there. Quick little time save. Just don't pay attention to your childhood friend when she hangs herself. Exit out to the menu. Go back in. You're good to go into Act 2. My time with the old route is 11 minutes and 4. Okay. By the way, speedrunning, do you just speedrun Act 1 or do you speedrun the game in its entirety, including everything up to Act 3 and possibly even the logging back in to, you know, just Sayori and everything? Also, is there a happy ending speedrun? That could also be a thing. If you want to be want there to be a little bit more, you could do a happy ending speedrun. That's another option, another category, I guess. Planning on leaving soon, but I'll stay for raid. That's nice. Okay. But yeah, that was Sayori Says No to Suicide. A short little 30-minute mod that we somehow managed to stretch into over 2 hours. I'm so proud of you guys. You managed to distract me for such a long time. Could also do bad ending speedrun. You could. It's a possibility. In any case... Should I leave the music in the background for a little bit? Maybe I should leave the music in the background for a little bit. Let's see, is anyone live who is on our list right now? Of people we've rated before. Oh, would you look at that? Mega Nando. Oh, Mega Nando, we're gonna be rating you. What are you playing right now, buddy? Legend of Zelda again. Oh, that's nice. Nice outro music. I know, right? But before we do that, let me quickly catch up to see what's going on in chat. Back off, Tord. Don't mind throwing you off the balcony. That's a yikes. Just be sure no one else comes around and shoots that person while they're falling off the balcony, otherwise that person will get arrested and put in jail, but they might become suicidal. JoJo reference. But yeah, Above Control 6. I was thinking of rating Mega Nando, though. Let's see, that person... Does that... How many people are watching that person right now? I'll make it dependent on the number of people watching. I'll make it dependent on the number of people watching that person. That's how I'm gonna decide. Let's see. How many people do we have? 1. Okay. I'm gonna check in on them real quick. To see what they're like. For that, first of all... That's enough of the DDLC, sadly. In order to check in to see what they're... Rust. Okay, Rust is shit. Doesn't sound like it's the most entertaining stream, though, right now. From the title alone. Plus, I'm not really that interested in Rust. Maybe another time, okay? Maybe another time. But right now, I think we're rating Nando. I hope you can forgive me for not listening to your
For not listening to your rate request this time. I might listen to your next rate request, but not this time, okay? Ooh.
There. Happy with that voice. Okay, let's go and go for Nando. Let's see what Nando is up to. Playing some Legend of Zelda right now. Rate hype, let's go! With that, he copied MCs are even more disturbing. Combined with what? Which clip specifically? Yeah, everything is disturbing, but you know. The clips, I'm gonna have to rewatch them after this, but I mean, I did experience them, you know. So anyway, Nando. I can't believe it. This is the biggest raid I've done in a long time. In fact, this might be the biggest raid I've done ever. If I'm thinking about this. I think this might actually be the biggest raid we've done ever. Guys, thanks so much for sticking around for this raid. Thanks so much for watching today. And thanks so much for bearing with me, despite the horrible voices I did. And yeah, I guess nothing more left to say, except I hope to see you around in the future, and let's see what Nando is up to. So until next time, bye! Bye! And that's it. Thanks for watching the archive, thanks for everything, and thanks for hopefully stopping by on Twitch at some point. Goodbye.